Hi everyone, welcome back to another What I Eat in a Day video, and I fancy pizza today. I had this overwhelming craving for pizza. I love pizza, it's one of my favourite things. So I'm gonna base my whole day surrounding the fact that I know tonight I'm going to make homemade pizzas from scratch. The dough, the toppings, the sauce, like I'm gonna make it all and I'm so excited. But because I know that my dinner is gonna be slightly more indulgent, and I like to keep these What I Eat in a Day is really real for you guys, because it's not every day that I eat insanely well. Today I fancy a treat, and today is very much one of those days. Normally I reserve this for the weekend, but you know, it's life. I fancy a treat. I fancy pizza and I'm gonna have it. And I say calorific, I mean I'm gonna make it from scratch. It's gonna be relatively like conscious, but basically it's what my weeklies are for. So I'm just gonna try and save as many as I can of my dailies, and if I go into my weeklies as well, that's absolutely fine by me. So yeah, breakfast was pretty much a non-event, to be quite honest. I had a coffee and a banana, which I don't feel the need to show you guys. You know what a banana and coffee looks like. I just wanted some fruit. I wanted something I didn't have to think about. Again, it was pretty much just about breaking my fast, and now it is time for dinner. And when it comes to dinner, I feel like I want something relatively low point value, because I know my dinner's going to be slightly up. So I feel like eggs are my fail-safe. They're relatively great in point value. So I think I'm going to go and have a cheese omelette, or maybe just a regular omelette without cheese. I'll see how I feel when I get downstairs. But yeah, let's go. Heinz ketchup. I don't point that, but you know, feel free to do so. I'm just maintaining so I don't feel the need to be so strict, and the amount that I have I don't think would constitute as a serving anyways, but I'm gonna pop a little bit of this on, and that's pretty much a simple everyday lunch for me. So lunch was delicious, and I'm just about to head off in the car because I need to go and pick up all of the ingredients that we're going to need for tonight's pizzas, and also I want to pick up some pizza baking trays. So obviously I'm going to be making my dough from scratch, but you know, feel free to use the shop board if you prefer. Just make sure you point it all. So I have some flour. This is the flour I use. This is the Cars Strong White flour. It's great for baking things like pizza doughs and breads and that kind of thing. So I have some of that. Of course I have some yeast. I have some salt and pepper. That is the 7 grams of yeast that I've already weighed out. I have some passata, some organic olive oil, some fresh basil, mushrooms, garlic, and I'm going to do some caramelized onion as a topping. And I also have the warm water here to activate the yeast. Proof for about 2 hours, and that is why it's really handy to get it done ahead of time. So it's just going to sit with a little towel on it, and then it will expand inside, and then I will divide it up into how many pieces I want. So now I'm going to focus on getting some toppings ready. As I said, I'm going to do some caramelized onion with this. Basil, obviously you don't really need to do much of that. I'm going to chop some garlic to mix in with my passata to make a base, and obviously chop my mushrooms and things like that. I have some chicken breast here that I'm going to marinate in some kind of like really simple just sort of spices, a spice blend, just to make some kind of herb chicken to put on top. I also have some cubed pancetta. I have some lactose-free cheese for Andrew because he does not eat or consume any lactose products, so we have that. And I have some regular low-fat cheese for myself. Are one of those things that they take a lot of time, but honestly once they are done they are extraordinary. Basically you just have to babysit them and cook them really gently in some olive oil. Just keep them on a medium to high heat, and stir them intermittently, and basically they will be reduced down and they'll start to get like a golden colour. Of course, you can just buy a pizza topping if you would like, but it's just as easy to make your own with some passata, some basil, salt and pepper, and some garlic, and you basically just let this simmer and it will create a really lovely, rich textured pizza base sauce. Okay, so here we have the passata, which is going to serve as our base. I'm going to let that sit down to cool for a while, and by the time the dough has proofed, that will have cooled completely. And we also have the caramelized onion here. I used red onion. It probably would look a bit better actually if you used a yellow onion, but for some reason I opted for a red onion, but they will taste delicious regardless. And here is the pancetta. Now obviously all of these ingredients need pointing separately, but you're not going to be using full quantities. You're literally going to be using a scattering of onion, a scattering of pancetta, so you don't have to, like, you know, you're not having a full portion is what I'm saying. I'm also now going to turn my attention to chopping some actual vegetables to go on the pizza as well. So I have some peppers here, as I mentioned before. I'm going to leave some fresh basil for the top, and I have some mushrooms as well. So to go with my pizza, I'm not going to have anything too spectacular. I'm just going to have some of this M&S Sweet Rosa Verde salad, which is basically leaves. But I love a bit of crunch with some pizza. And I also have some Marks & Spencer's coleslaw. I think there's probably equivalent to about a tablespoon there. But I will track it all at the end. I'm going to track my pizza as if it was a takeaway pizza, because that way I know that I'm not under tracking it, but at the same time, you know, I know it's nowhere near as calorific as a takeaway pizza, because I won't even eat the whole thing, and I'll show you it at the end, but this is what I'm having alongside. Hi guys, it's actually the next day now and I'm just about to nip off to the supermarket, and I remembered that I didn't close yesterday's video. I'll sign it off. After that pizza, I was in a food coma. It was, honestly guys, I'm not even exaggerating, it was the best pizza I've ever had in my life. And I don't know whether it's because I don't have it as often as I would like, but honestly, it was insanely delicious. The onion, the chicken, like, everything about it was just incredible. I would strongly urge you to make your own pizzas, and if you can get the family involved. The kids really loved getting involved, rolling out their own dough, putting on their own toppings, and it was fantastic, and it was so much nicer than any takeaway pizza I've ever had. So yeah, I would definitely recommend that you do that. And as you can see, it can be done. Like, I wouldn't have said that was as much as half a Domino's pizza, no way. So I'm really happy about that. Thank you so much for tuning in today, or yesterday in my case. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give this video a like if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to see more What I Eat in a Day from me, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.